Welcome to Going Beyond, and thank you very much indeed for joining us once again on our program. Sharmila Moses is one of the city's best-known food critics. What does a food critic do? Well, Sharmila gets invited to various restaurants, various hotels, for all kinds of tasting sessions, and then she comes back and she tells people like you and me what's a good restaurant, what's a good hotel, what's a good thing to eat there. That's not all that she does, of course. She's a very accomplished pianist and spends a lot of her time on the keyboard. So, Sharmila, thank you very much. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for inviting me to your show. I'm very grateful. Thank you.
I'm really happy that you're here. Let's talk about being a food critic first. Is it a nice thing to be doing? I'm sure people are chasing you all the time to taste their food.
Yes, definitely. I'm very passionate about food. So if I have to taste food, I have to know how to prepare it myself. That's what I believe. So I have studied extensively various cuisines, and from scratch I can analyze a lot of dishes. But more than that, I've been blessed with a very supportive family. My late mother and husband, they have encouraged my studies. So wherever there have been culinary classes in the city, workshops, I've attended. There's some technique I would learn from them, and I'll come back and I will try the dish immediately. And if there is something I need to know, I will go out of my way to research and find about the dish and then prepare it.
So tell me, you find that people are always inviting you to come along and taste their cuisine or to give it your rating, as it were. Does that happen a lot for you?
Yes, it happens frequently.
Do they try to bribe you?
No, not at all. I try to empower them. It's the other way, because food is a very vast subject, and I like food to be authentic as far as possible in flavors. The more than me looking out for the ambience or the service, I will look at the flavors and whether the dish is accurate in its presentation.
Right. But Sharmila, supposing you don't like necessarily that particular cuisine or whichever country it comes from, whatever it is, how then do you have to stuff yourself anyway?
I taste it and I give my private feedback how that can be improved or changed, or how you can alter the dish and enhance it. But as far as possible, where I'm invited is usually for a launch, so they're very careful. They go the extra mile to...
I can imagine. To please you. I can imagine.
And I really appreciate the efforts taken by the chef. More than the food, it's the person behind the preparation which matters. And I really feel humbled when, even on my way out, they will come running, "Ma'am, I've made this dish, you know."
Oh, nice. So that must make you feel very, very good.
Yeah, it makes me feel good.
When you make a comment about the food, do you do it directly to the chef or to the hotel or to the management? How does that work? Or do they have to sit and keep their fingers crossed and hope that you're going to give it a good 5-star rating in the press or on your social media page?
As far as I'm concerned, people generally tell me I give honest feedback and genuine feedback.
That's good.
So that matters a lot to me.
Right.
I should hold on to this principle of giving honest feedback.
Right.
Yes, they definitely look forward to my comments. I definitely inform the chef. And sometimes I inform the general manager too how the food can be improvised, or what is the thing needs to be altered or changed.
So of course my next question is, what is your favorite cuisine?
I knew this was coming up.
Yes, I'm sure, but you must have one.
Yes. In Indian food, I love Goan cuisine.
It is nice, yes.
I love the coconutty flavors, the coconut milk flavors appeal to me, and I love Pan Asian cuisine. So Pan Asian is something which you really have to work on it, because it's amalgamation of different sauces come into play, and how its technique, the wok and the high heat, all that plays a very important role in bringing out the flavors.
So the minute you have been somewhere, how soon after that do you actually give your comments or criticism or praise or whatever it is? Where do you do that, and how soon do you do that?
I do it as soon as I come home, immediately.
Really?
Yes, immediately, and I make sure I post immediately. So I post in different forums.
Tell me where.
My WhatsApp status, I start with it, then I move on to my Instagram stories, and then I post a reel on the food I've had so that the chef gets highlighted. I do it mainly because the person who has served me looks forward to it immediately.
Of course, yes.
Yes.
How long have you been doing this?
More than 15 years now.
Really, that's a long time.
Long time.
So you're obviously very, very established. What about the other places around the country? And you've done some of it abroad as well, I think.
Yes, Sri Lanka. I've done it in Sri Lanka. And I've traveled, my husband's a merchant navy captain, officer. So I've traveled extensively around the world with him. So I visited Singapore quite often. Only last week I returned from Singapore.
I know, I was waiting for you to get back for this interview.
So I visited 𝗙𝗵𝗿 Biryani over there. So I was able to interact with them and give them my feedback in Singapore. But Singapore, as far as I know, they give their best. It's a food destination.
Is it?
So yes, definitely.
So how different was their biryani to what we know?
The biryani, I tasted the fish biryani. There was fish head.
Oh, fish head is famous in Singapore and in Southeast Asia, isn't
So that
it?
was sandwiched between 2 layers of rice with the masala.
Oh, that's
And
unusual.
then you dig into the rice and then get out the fish head and then taste it.
So does it happen sometimes that, or does it happen often, that you are exposed to very different, very new tastes, very new flavors, very new colors, very new cuisine from a very new part of the world?
Yes, it does happen quite often. At the point of sailing, Australia and Korea, those days, those flavors were not introduced in India. So I got a feel of it much earlier in life. So I was able to buy books and read. My main research is buying cookbooks, the best authors, best publications. So the best books, I would say, you get in airports, you know, when you're even in transit.
Is it?
So I rushed to the bookshop. I think I'm blessed with more than 4,000 cookbooks.
Wow, you'll have to shift out of your home and
That's what my family says every time.
Have
Because
another.
books is heavy. I don't go for
Heavy to carry,
cosmetics,
yes.
perfumes. It's only cookbooks.
Okay.
Surrounded by books.
Right. Do you spend your time, though, in that case, actually looking through, leafing through your cookbooks?
Yes.
Do you find to spend a lot of time?
Yes, I do. I love to hold a hard copy any day in my hand.
In
and
anything, I think.
anything.
In anything,
Though
yeah.
now a lot of bookstores have shut down, even in Singapore and even in Chennai. Only 𝗙𝗵𝗿𝗶𝗁𝗍 is there and Crossword is there right now. But I just rush to the cookbook division and I browse through these books.
So you know
Authors.
every cookbook when it comes out,
Yes,
I guess.
yes.
I guess you do that. You're into baking too, I believe, in a
Yes,
very big way. So let's
yes.
hear about that, Sharmila.
Baking is a science by itself, and baking is all about accuracy. And I love baking tea cakes, a cake which is nice and wholesome and moist, a lemon loaf, an orange citrus cake.
Oh,
all
please,
those
my mouth is beginning to water now. Don't make me hungry.
My younger daughter bakes extremely well. She makes these Asian Swiss rolls, you know, which are very light and fluffy.
Right.
So when I speak about Singapore and Malay desserts, the cakes are very light, fluffy, and they have that Asian sweetness,
Yes.
which means it is not overly sweet. It is just nice.
So, right now, in your opinion, within your own circle and within your own work, what have you seen is the most famous, the most popular cuisine in our country, which people like us would go for? Chinese?
If I talk about the youngsters, they all head for the Japanese sushis. It's a craze. It's a hype also at some times.
Yes.
But the sushi needs to be made well. So
There's a lot of raw stuff in sushi, isn't it?
yes, definitely.
You don't like it, I think.
Not me. My
Nor do
daughters
I.
love it.
Nor do I.
Yes, it's an acquired taste, sushis.
Right. What about
Chinese,
Korean?
Korean, yes. Korean is picking up to a great extent. The gochugaru thing, the spiciness attracts people. And different cuisines come in and I don't believe much in fusion food. According to me, fusion is confusion.
I like that explanation because you
So-
don't know what they are trying to do. What are they telling me? What
Correct.
taste are they giving me, right? What about the fact that Indian cuisine has become so widely accepted in the Western world these days. Is that right? Am I getting it right?
Yes, yes, Indian cuisine, but foreigners, they can't take the spice level in our cooking. So you have to tone it down to their taste buds. But definitely in UK, it's always been popular, the curries, they have their different lot of biryanis, and the spice level is toned everywhere.
Right.
But
Okay.
in Chennai, if you ask me, what people ask me after reading my posts is two things they'll ask me. Where do you get good biryani, and where do you get a good buffet? So when it comes to biryani, I would say the ITC biryani pulaus, the Granchola in Chennai is the best flavors.
Really?
I love the
Okay.
nalli biryani there.
Okay.
And they really, really put in their wholehearted effort in making it. It's
Right.
got the little bit of yellow chili powder, and the management has definitely given me the opportunity to witness how it's being made. So I know the kind of effort that goes into it, the quality, the premium meat which goes into
Right.
it.
Well, you know a lot about food. You know a lot about different cuisines. You know a lot about cafes and things like that. So along the way, along the road ahead, does it include a cafe that's called Sharmila's Home or Sharmila's Cafe? Is
Yes,
that on the
I have.
cards?
Yes, definitely. God willing, yes. I should be doing something
Nice.
with so much of knowledge.
You should, I
I
think
should.
so,
But
yes.
there's a restaurator in Chennai who's quite popular, Sandesh Reddy. He gave me an opportunity to do a pop-up in a resto bar.
Okay.
So that I was able to analyze my potential. I didn't know I could do so much.
Good for you.
So my
So
strength
there is
is,
potential, I'm sure, for you,
yes,
somebody like you.
my strength is cooking rice dishes, good rice dishes, you know, the grains which are fragrant, and, you know, with the masalas. So I did a lot of rice dishes in the pop-up
And
and
it
mix
did
and mash.
well?
It did well, very well.
Oh, that's
I
great.
had invited chefs to come and taste my food.
Oh, that's
So
interesting. Were they receptive?
yes,
Were
they were.
they?
I got very good reviews, and my younger daughter is my biggest critic. She cooks well, so she rated me well after the
But
pop-up.
both your daughters are airline pilots. I know that. So do they ever kind of give you a little nudge here, a little tip
Get too
there?
much of nudge from my younger daughter Sharon. Flies with Indigo, and she evaluates my food regularly.
That's
And she would call me and she'll say, "This is how you're supposed to talk to someone who has cooked for you. You can't be, you know, rude to anyone." She teaches me a lot of things, how you express yourself about the food. Yes.
What kind of a cafe do you visualize for yourself, Sharmila?
I like a lot of things. I love appetizers.
Really?
And I've studied a lot of Muslim cuisine. The Ramadan recipes is my favorite. So if I've studied about these Ramadan recipes, the appetizers take you somewhere, like, it's so good.
Is that true?
Yes.
Really?
It's so good.
So have you visited the Middle East and kind of
Yes.
mastered that?
Yes, Dubai.
Really?
I've visited quite a few times. And the way I've eaten the shawarma there is with French fries inside, you know.
Oh, really? I've
that
never
kind
heard of
thing.
that one.
I mean, it's an unusual thing, but then actually, when I taste food, I will first see what is inside the wrap or anything, you
Right.
know, what has gone into it. And I will interact. Wherever I go, I interact with the chefs or who made it to find out more about the dish.
Well, first of all, the chef's terrified that here comes his food critic from Chennai. I better be careful. But you know, the kind of cuisine I am very fond of is Lebanese cuisine.
Lebanese,
I find
yes.
that very nice, you know. So have you tried your hand at Lebanese
Yes,
cooking?
I conducted 2 workshops in my church in 𝗿𝗂𝐶A and
Really?
elsewhere in other churches for women's fellowship on Bible foods that are healthy. So
Bible
foods
foods
that
that
are
are
healthy. The
healthy.
biblical foods are olive oil and legumes.
Yes.
So it is more of the Mediterranean kind of
Yes,
food.
that's right,
So I
yes.
did 2 workshops on Bible foods that are healthy in many churches and at 𝗿𝗂𝐶A.
And was that popular?
Yes, definitely it was popular.
So do you see overall then a great interest in people these days who want to forget the eating but are actually wanting to make that, cook it?
Yes, it's health. They are
try
health
it?
conscious. Most people are health conscious. It's now the bowl concept. Now everything inside a bowl. And if it's a dessert, it's called a hug in a bowl.
Nice name,
Nice name.
yes.
So how you assemble these ingredients, you know, the chickpeas, the Greek yogurt, the greens and all that. Because my elder daughter, when they are pilots, they are medically they need to be fit.
Very fit, yes,
So
yes.
they educate me on what is popular,
Hmm.
like the Mexican food. Everything is in a bowl. Mexican food, I have to definitely acknowledge my culinary mentor, Ms. Chandri Bhatt.
Oh,
She
yes,
has
she's
the
very
one.
famous, isn't she?
She trained me completely. There was a time when I didn't even know anything about cooking or making mistakes. So with her, everything, her recipes are foolproof. And
Right.
Mr. Mahadevan had the Chennai Culinary Institute those days for homemakers. It's not professional chefs,
Right.
homemakers. We were trained there. So Mexican food, fajitas and so many other things way back then, 20 years back, he made his chefs come and teach us from Don Pepe and other hotels.
Right, yes.
The Benjerong, the chefs used to come and train us.
It's a beautiful restaurant, isn't it? And their food is excellent. Who set you up to start with this food critic business? How did you decide that you wanted to taste something and then talk about it?
Evaluate.
Evaluate.
I'm too passionate about food, I keep exploring. So initially I did a lot of workshops in star hotels. Nowadays they don't conduct it as much as it was done. The JW Marriott in Tenampet, they had workshops every week, and Park Hyatt had workshops.
Really?
So I used to go and study, and if I knew that was not the right thing, I would immediately meet the chef and
I'm
interact
sure you're
with
not
him.
very popular in some places in this city.
So I would definitely give my feedback, this should have been like one particular time, the somtam salad, they were not using the regular peeler. There's a particular peeler for that
Really?
raw papaya salad and raw mango salad.
Okay.
So I went up to them and told them this is not the peeler to be used.
How did they accept that, Sharmila?
They would do it, but in a dignified way. It is not that I'm condemning them. I'm
Yes,
just
you're doing
trying
it
to
in a very nice way,
way.
probably.
So in general, I get a lot of respect because they
nice.
also want to learn. I share some of my books if provided I know that they will
Going to
take good care.
And return it.
Return it in a
That's the
safe,
main
because all the
thing.
pages, because
Right.
I take care of my books like my own babies.
Indeed, you have to. I'm sure you have to when you're a connoisseur of food and all of that. What do you think about the fact that there are so many people now who have little cloud kitchens, who are doing cooking, who are doing catering, who are doing, taking orders, etc. Has that caught on? Hasn't it caught on in a very big way now?
It's caught on, but one important factor is hygiene. So you have to be cautious where you order your food from.
How do you know then,
You don't
Sharmila?
know. You eat and experience.
You eat and then that's it, right? You're at the doctor's the next day. But how can you sort of get people to be more conscious about the hygiene that surrounds their kitchens, especially in our
come
country?
from within. In our country, each one should be conscious of hygiene themselves. Of course, a lot of home chefs, they have rules. They have to get the certification, the food and safety nowadays. But in spite of it, even some cloud kitchens, if they don't water, drainage, everything has to be looked into. Because I helped someone set up a cloud kitchen. My daughter and I went and trained the chefs over there to make interesting dishes during COVID. Cloud kitchens became popular
Yes, of
around that
course.
time.
Yes, yes.
Some are good, some are neatly packed, attractive packaging. But for me, ultimately, it's the flavor and the safety of the food which matters a lot.
You, of course, did very good stuff during the COVID.
Yes,
I read
during
about
COVID,
that.
yes.
Yes, so tell us about that, because I'm sure there might be people who are listening who don't even know that about you.
Yes, I did take up a lot of orders during COVID. I don't like being idle. I need to do something.
Yeah.
So cooking is very therapeutic, basically.
It
so
is.
instead of mulling over something, and I prefer to think positively. Even if my husband is sailing, I don't think that I'm alone, or
Right.
I can keep myself occupied.
That's right.
The healthy way.
That's right,
And
yes.
so I did a lot of orders I took up for pulavs and curries, and my daughter did a lot of baking, which was very popular.
Right.
And even the delivery module changed in our city. We were able to give it and get GPay done, which was convenient.
Right, right. Looking forward, apart from the fact that you have your cooking, you have your books, you have this interest, you're also a very brilliant pianist. And I was thinking if there's time for your music nowadays.
There is. I'm more a Western classical musician trained by Mr. Augustin Paul. Now, my parents always wanted me to pursue music.
Yeah, you're grade 8, isn't it? Yeah,
Yes.
that's a very high grade.
And I do invest in a lot of music books too. So all the composers, and right now I attend concerts, but there's always that longing to go play somewhere, church, when I
Really?
see thing. But church is normally designated musicians are already there. I
Yes.
love music. I can always stand in the pews and sing.
All right, that's
And
true. In fact, I recall that we met at a
at a concert,
Yes,
yes,
you were
at
sitting next
WCC,
to me.
yes, at
It's
the
a
MMA
great
concert.
start to actually having
Yes.
somebody finally in the studio here. Your daughters, how involved are they with your work? I mean, I know they're both pilots, so do they have the time to actually pay a lot of attention? Do they ever come with you, for instance, when you go out to a hotel?
Yes, but they are more polite. And
Why
they
are
will
you a
not,
bad one?
compared to them, they are too polite. They're very shy girls. And yes, they are flying a lot. I do miss them. But the thing is, when it comes to food, they encourage me a lot. The elder one goes to practically every bookstore in Philippines. She carries books for me, which are heavy. So nowadays they tell me, Mama, it's only 2 books this
You're
time.
only allowed, you're only allowed to.
Carry only 2. So she's got me lovely books, because in the Philippines you get home bakers, you know, the
Oh, really?
Filipino authors, very rare recipes. I actually would love to have a culinary workshop where I can teach homemakers the right method of cooking. And if I look around, what I had studied those days, I don't receive it nowadays. Nowadays, I attend a lot of online classes in Mumbai and Delhi. I register and I attend. And I learn more. Technology has helped me a lot, the good side of technology.
that's true.
But at
Yes,
the same time, if you don't try it out, you will be stuck.
I'd like to ask you a question. I mean, you must have so many appointments to go here and go there, assess the food, eat the food, taste the food. Within a week or a month, how many days would you be spending at home? Now you're looking down. That means not too many, right?
Yes,
Would
not
you
too
say
many.
50% of the month goes to somewhere?
Yes. I keep moving, I explore. Even if I'm not invited, if there's a new joint, my daughters will update me. I will visit, I will taste the food over there. But some are not impressive. There are cafes mushrooming all over the place, and some are not at all impressive, because the manpower keeps shifting nowadays, you know. Most of the chefs have also been taken on cruise lines post-COVID.
That's big business
So
for
yes,
them, isn't
that's
it?
big.
Right. From your experience, when people invite you, I mean, if I have a restaurant that's not very good and I'm unsure of myself, I won't invite you, would I? But does that
Yes.
still mean that, as you just say, you could just pop in and take a look? Do you actually have to tell the restaurant who you are?
They recognize me to a great extent. Otherwise, I take the effort to introduce myself.
Ooh, okay. That's a
Because
tricky one.
that's a tricky
Very
one.
tricky
Yes,
one. Yes, yes.
yes, I do. It is not that I expect respect, but the food has to be. You have to get value for money, is what I believe. If you don't get value for money, I pull them up. It should be good. Like for example, now the mess food concept has started in Chennai. You know, the meals and all that.
Right.
And recently, post-COVID, I studied in an online class, Dindigul Biryani, from a lady in Viluppuram. 5 hours I spent studying the class.
Ooh, yes.
And though I have known how to cook mutton, that changed my way of cooking with the right texture. So I can definitely say I can make a Dindigul biryani the right way. You know, my daughter calls it the black biryani because she loves it, the flavors.
Right.
So if somebody says this is Dindigul biryani and gives it to me, they cannot escape.
You know for sure, yeah.
I know for
So
sure.
do you ever have people who actually read your columns or read you in social media, or read you in a magazine, newspaper, whatever? And do you have those kind of people calling back and saying, hey, I like what you said, it was good,
Yes.
I agree with you, no, 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 Sharmila, I don't agree with you. Do you have that sort of thing?
I've had both sides. Most of them give me private feedback. They DM me and tell me, ma'am, we appreciate you. I've faced problems as well.
Brickbats, I'll bet, brickbats.
I've received abusive texts and from
Really?
unknown Insta handles, and I even got a threatening call once to stop doing my food posts.
Oh, really?
But I'm an overcomer. I'm bold.
You should
I've lived
be.
alone most of the time.
You should be. You should be
and
in this kind of business,
being a
you know.
social service worker, I've
Right.
interacted with many IPS officials.
Right.
So I would try to track it down, you know, who did it, and I wouldn't take it easy, and I will post in my social media that I did receive abusive calls.
Oh,
But
very
I
good.
choose to be an overcomer.
Right. It seems to me that you are also quite open to criticism, Sharmila.
Yes, you need
am
to.
I sussing you out right?
Yes, I face a lot.
A lot of people?
A lot. Mainly from my own community and mostly women. It's sad to say that, but then I prefer to move on because in social service it's always politics. You're surrounded by that. But to make a mark, to move forward, you have to be bold and
I think
take a
so.
stand.
I think so. Well, you know, Sharmila, on this show of mine, I've had a lot of people who are very good cooks, who are very good chefs, who are bakers, who do all sorts of fancy stuff. I have never, until now, had a food critic.
Oh,
So,
wonderful. Thank you. And it's real pleasure interacting with you. I've been a great fan of yours
Thank
from my
you.
childhood days. And the
Thank
moment I
you.
hear your voice, I'll run to the television set and
Well, I
watch.
appreciate that. I hope you still like my voice.
Yes,
But let
definitely.
me
Thank you.
thank you
Thank you so
very
much.
much
Thank you.
indeed, Sharmila. I
Thank you.
really am grateful to you for coming here, of course, today, spending your time here with me. And of course, also for the kind of stuff you're doing, because I think this is very valuable, what you're doing, because you're telling the uninitiated what's a good place to go to. I mean, before you go somewhere and waste your money on something that turns out to be not so great to the palate and not so great on your pocket, on your wallet, I think that's a very healthy thing to be doing for people.
Yes.
I consider it's almost a social service, really, is it
Definitely.
not?
It's,
Do you
yeah.
think, do you ever look at it like that?
Yes, I look at it as social service.
Indeed, please.
Because I am a social service worker
Right.
24/7.
Please do that. Please continue to do this, because I think you offer a very valuable service to people, to the community as such, you know. I
Thank you for
thank
this
you.
platform and thank you for encouraging me and your
I do
appreciation.
thank you so much for coming. Well, it was my pleasure to talk to Sharmila today, because I think that what she's had to say to me is, well, it's pretty mouth-watering, of course, but it's also extremely interesting to listen to what being a food critic is all about. So until the next time, you take care. Bye for now.